President Mr. Linda Zwane to talk about various things, including South Africa clinching the TotalEnergies COSAFA Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations 2026 COSAFA Qualifiers title with a hard-fought 2-1 victory over Angola in the final at the Ngoni Stadium in Harare yesterday to complete a record-equaling fourth win in the tournament. Earlier, Mozambique secured the final ticket to the TotalEnergies CAF Under-17 AFCON, beating 10-man Comoros by 3-0 in the bronze medal playoff. Mr. Zwane, good afternoon and a warm welcome to Africa at Play.
Afternoon, Mr. And how are you?
No, I'm good, Mr. Zwane. Thank you so much for joining us on Africa at Play.
Yeah, no, thanks a lot. It's been a while, but I'm happy to be here.
We are also happy to have you, and you're joining us on a day where it's celebrations left, right, and center. Amajimbos doing wonders on the field of play, showing that development in South African football is not as bad as one would think when talking from a distance. Your reaction to this achievement?
Undoubtedly, we are very excited as the association, and I think South Africa at large, we are happy. We are doing very well. I think we are in the right space as South Africa, and our teams are showing in the field of play, and of course, we are looking forward for this team to be playing in the World Cup and show the world what we are made of.
14:35 Central African Time. If you have just joined us, we are talking all things South African and African football with Mr. Linda Zwane, who is the Vice President of the South African Football Association, SAFA. Mr. Zwane, talking about great things on the field of play. Amajita also did wonders, being the champions on the African continent, having won the Africa Cup of Nations and that ticket sealed to Chile, where they will be in action, where the tournament kicks off on the 27th of September, concluding on the 20th of October. It is a big achievement, and in the opening match, they will be taking on France. When is the team traveling to Chile, and what can we expect from this World Cup? Is there a mandate to this World Cup?
Yeah, firstly, I think the team has been announced, and of course, the work that has been put behind the team, particularly from the COSAFA and the AFCON, which we ultimately won, and of course now going to the World Cup, the preparations, the coaches have been hard at work, making sure that this team is prepared. They selected a pool of players, and I think they then had to make a selection of the players that they've now announced. But over and above is that all what we could do in terms of the preparations, putting all the support behind the team, we have done so as the association. And immediately, the team will be leaving soon. We are just waiting for the proper itinerary for that. But the team will be leaving soon. And of course, we are looking forward to that first game. And of course, we are sure that if we apply ourselves properly, we're going to win against France and any opponent in the world. So the mandate, I think we know that at this stage, this is a youth team, and it's a build up to your Olympic teams or your Bafana. But in the main, we don't want to put much pressure to the players. We want the players to go and apply themselves properly there in the World Cup, represent the country, and of course, God willing, if we are able to come back with a medal, it will be a bonus. But what matters for us is the development part, that our players are exposed to the bigger stage of the world football at an early age. By the time they graduate to Bafana, it is not going to be a shock. So we are very clear that our approach is the development approach. And of course, no one enter a tournament to add numbers. We are going to enter the tournament because we want to be one of the best countries in the youth division. So Mainly, that's the main reason every country goes in. But from our side, we are development in approach. We want our players to accumulate as much as possible the international experience, and we will move from there, because ultimately our players must graduate to Bafana.
Ultimately, players must graduate to Bafana Bafana. That's the voice of the Vice President, Mr. Zwane, talking all things South African football right here on Africa at Play. Amajita will be heading to Chile for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup that is kicking off on Saturday, the 27th of September, in a match between South Korea Under-20 and Ukraine. Japan will take on Egypt Under-20, while Paraguay is up against Panama, and that match is on Sunday, the 28th of September at 1 a.m. Chile Under-20 takes on New Zealand. That match also taking place at the same time on Sunday, the 28th. Italy Under-20 up against Australia, while Morocco Under-20 takes on Spain. And Brazil will be up against Mexico on Monday, the 29th of September. Cuba takes on Argentina, while France Under-20 takes on our very own South Africa's Amajita on Monday, the 29th of September at 10 p.m. Central African Time. And that match will be broadcast live on SABC Sport on DTT Channel 4, also available on SABC Plus. Mr. Zwane, please do stay on the line. We take a short break. All things South African football. The conversation continues after this short break.